Hey guys, Dora here, and today we're doing the bookshelf scavenger hunt. I have my questions right here, and I decided to give you guys a little sign language lesson, which will only be with numbers. So you'll get to count up until, I believe, 19 or 20. So let's see how many questions there are. So first lesson, number 1. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Find an author's name or title with the letter Z. I'm honestly not finding anything with the letter Z. The book with the letter Z that I own is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I absolutely loved this book. I adored it with all my heart. I absolutely love the movie as well. Question number 2. Find a classic. Now this one's pretty easy as well because honestly I only own one classic, and that is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I read this during the Booktubeathon, which was the year Booktubeathon was invented, which I believe it was in 2014, maybe 2013. I think it's been like 5 years already since Booktubeathon started. When I read this of my own free will, I liked it, it was okay, but Catherine was such an annoying character. She's whiny little excuse me. Number 3. Now, I know some of you guys go 3, but in sign language this is W, so 3 is like this. Find a book with the key on it. Does it mean the word or the actual key? Would you like a nice cup of bookmarks?
I don't think I own one with the key. I think I own one with the sword.
I'm screwed. We're getting into the hard questions here, you guys. Oh, just to let you know, I got a bookshelf right here and this big one right here. And the book I found was Lock and Key by Sarah Disson. This is one of her older books, which I suggest to read some of her older books before you get into her new books, because her new books are kind of hit or miss. Like The Moon and More, that one was, I don't want to say total garbage, but honestly it sucked. That's like the worst Sarah Disson in the batch. Like, read all her books, but that one. Now, for number 4, we go to this. Spread your fingers, because if you put them together, that's B. Find something on your bookshelf that's not a book. Oh my gosh, did I not just show you guys that? I showed you guys my nice cup of tea. Delicious. Number 5, find the oldest book on your bookshelf. I also know this one because it's so easy. I talked about it in my reading story video, which I will link somewhere down the video, and that is my first copy of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I got this in 1999 at a Walmart. The first book I ever got. The oldest one. 1999, you guys. We're in 2017. That makes it a lot of years old. I can't do fast math in my head. I suck at it. Number 6 in sign language is actually your thumb and your pinky. Don't go like this because again you're doing W. You have to put it tip to tip. Find a book with a girl on the cover. This is the easiest one of all. Girl, right here. There's a girl right there. Right there. Right there. Oliver Shelmead's books. Even the Bloodlines. They all have girls on them. Number 7. Now number 7 is your ring finger and your thumb. The thing about sign language is you have to use your dominant signing hand. Like, I'm a righty and my dominant signing hand is my right hand. But this rule doesn't always apply, because I know people who write with their left hand, like their dominant hand that they do like all their stuff with is left-handed, but for some reason their dominant signing hand is their right hand, and vice versa. Number 7, find a book that has an animal in it. Now, are we talking about cover-wise or in the story? Crooked Kingdoms by Leigh Bardugo has a crow on it. There we go. Did I get it? That counts, right? Fine. I'll find one. Oh my gosh, for a second there, I thought I saw a spider on my wall. I was about to rush out of here. Okay, yeah, I guess that one works. I'm gonna go with the Infernal Devices series. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Church. That's what I'm gonna say. Church. 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 Okay, number 8 is your thumb and your middle finger. And number 8 is find a book with a male protagonist. And I just finished reading a book that the male protagonist was a male. That didn't make sense. I'm saying nonsense. You guys should know by now that I can't speak English that well, and my sentences, sometimes my English, my words, they just don't make sense. But I roll with it because I have nobody to correct me. So I always end up speaking nonsense. And the book that I just finished reading is History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. This was a really good book. I gave it an 89 in my own personal scale. Number 9. Find a book with only words in it. Are we talking about cover only or just books in general that are told in words, because that's mostly all the books I own. This is gonna be tough because mostly all have... I'm dropping things out of everywhere. I'm so clumsy. Unless I count this one. I'm gonna count this one. Might be a long shot, but I'm counting Half Bad by Sally Green. We're on number 10. But number 10 in sign language is just your thumb and you shake it a bit. So number 10. Find a book with illustrations, and the only book I can get at the top of my head that has illustrations is right there. This is the only one that I know that has illustrations on it, and it's the Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. Illustration. Now, for 11, you go like this. You flick it up. You have to turn your hand around so your palm is facing you, and you go 11. Find a book with gold lettering. Oh wait, yes, I do. Never mind. I thought this one had gold lettering, but it actually just has gold. Actually, it does has gold lettering. First I thought it didn't because the Bone Witch was in white, but then you look down and this is gold lettering. So The Bone Witch by Ren Chupeko. I don't know how to pronounce the name. So number 12 is the same as 11, so you go 12. 12, find a diary. True or fictional? Do I have a diary? I have a diary though. Actually, I do have a diary, but I do not have it on my bookshelf. I keep that on my nightstand. OMG. By the way, that was not ASL. That was more like PSE signing. There's a difference, honestly. But right now, I couldn't make my mind do the ASL thing right now. Okay, you know what? I can't find a diary. Mostly because I don't think I own anything that has a diary. So I'm going to go with a long shot and say 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. Now this book is really popular, mostly because of the TV show that Netflix got out. But the book is really good. I absolutely loved it. I read it while I was in high school and it saved my life and it made me have faith in the human race. So she leaves 13 tapes recalling her story of why she decided to end her life. And that is kind of like a diary, right? Okay, now we're up to 13. And 13 is like this. You go down like this with your thumb out. That is a must. Your thumb has to be out when you're doing 13. Find a book written by someone with a common name like Smith. There are 2 authors in my bookshelves that have the same last name, Green. Last name Green. Number 14 is the same as 13, but instead of thumb out, you put your thumb in, your palm facing you, and you go 14. Find a book that has a close-up of something on it, and I found a close-up of a hand and an apple, and this is Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is part of the Lunar Chronicle series. I have not yet finished the series, but I still want to read it. 15 is the same as 13. Your thumb has to be out, and you go like this. So you go 15. 15 is find a book on your shelf that takes place in the earliest time period ever, and that is the 1400s. And the book I found was And I Darkened by Kirsten White. I bought it, but I haven't gotten around to reading it because I suck and I have so many books on my bookshelves to read, and I can't, it's too much. And just thinking about all the books that I have to read is giving me a headache. Or maybe that's just me because I did my bun a little too tight. And after 15, we go back to 10, and then we go to 6. So you gotta go 16. It's a quick little motion. That is find a hardcover book without a jacket. Oh, this is beautiful because I have it. The book I am currently reading is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I am currently on chapter 2. So we're on number 17. Find a teal/turquoise colored book. You know what? I'm going with this one because this 50 Shades of Green right here. So number 18. Find a book with stars on it. Oh, here we go. The Last Star by Rick Yancey. It has no stars whatsoever, but it does have the word star, and that's all you get because honestly, I can't. I don't have any books that have stars. And the last question, which is number 19, is find a non-YA book. Of course, they leave the hardest one for the last. Okay, I'm gonna challenge myself because I have Harry Potter and the Lightning Thief, and those are considered children's books. So I'm going to challenge myself. And all I see is YA, other than Harry Potter. Okay. Oh, found it! I found it. The book I found that is not a YA is Game Board of the Gods by Rochelle Mead. This is actually an adult novel. I challenged myself and I surpassed myself. This is what happens when you challenge yourself, people. You go above and beyond. Always, always challenge yourself. So that was the bookshelf scavenger hunt tag and the little mini sign language lesson that arrived for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, or subscribe if you want to see more of my face, and I'll see you in my next video.